And welcome back to Below the Influence, the only podcast on the internet that does not owe Mark Cuban money. I'm your host, DeLorian, and this is...
Jacob.
The man, the legend. And we're back.
How
Episode 3.
How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I want to say thank you to everybody that has supported my decision to fire Freddy.
You're so brave.
We are looking at a variety of replacements. Tomorrow we have several interviews for his role. He's still here today as a temp. Again, I just want to make this crystal clear that he is a temp. He does not work here. He's getting a temporary paycheck. But tomorrow we have interviews with several failed celebrities to take his role. Mm-hmm. We have Joel Santana, who's coming out of prison. We're going to do a Zoom interview with him. We have Bill Cosby, who's really anxious to...
Also coming out of prison.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are getting out of prison, strangely.
I'm excited for Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez declined.
He's on that... He's got a show now.
He's got a show on USA or something.
Fuck him.
We almost had him. Not sure if that really would have meshed very well, but...
we were able to secure an interview with the general from the General Insurance. I didn't tell you about this.
Okay.
Yeah. The cartoon general from General Insurance is going to be coming in, and we're going to interview him as well.
He's a personal friend of Snoop Dogg. I saw that they did
And Shaq.
And Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, Shaq is also doing Papa John commercials. So, anyway, we're very excited. We have a lot of potential producers for the show.
And we got a lot to discuss today too.
Obviously, Freddie's been a terrible failure and just a mistake from day one. So thank you very much for putting up with us.
And fuck you, Freddie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about Freddie, guys, but one more episode. That's all we got to. That's all we got to do. Maker's Mark is the drink of choice today. We'd really appreciate a sponsorship. If not, I'm gonna keep drinking it. So
yeah, well,
can't lie.
It burns.
It is better than
the peat
than the Lagavulin. Not bad.
So what are we getting into today?
Real smoky. So several people that commented on the first episode of...
Before we get started, thank you to everybody who's shown support. Mm-hmm. We see you and we love you all.
Thank you.
Also, fuck you all, but that's what we're here for, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do appreciate all the good feedback we've gotten so far. No one's told us we suck yet, but I'm sure they will in this video.
Not out
so
loud, at least.
Can't wait to see that.
Yep. So a couple of people hit me up and they're like, "Hey, you guys never circled back on those D.A.R.E stories."
Oh, okay.
So how about we talk, Mel? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Okay.
So D.A.R.E, for me, was more of a how-to than an instruction. I mean, it was very informative, but it was more of a how-to rather than a beware.
It was a very educational on how to do drugs.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. See, that's why I keep him around. He knows my words when I don't know them. But yes, very, very educational on how to do drugs. They would demonstrate. I remember my D.A.R.E officer came with a whole drug kit. It looked like fucking Hunter S. Thompson's briefcase from Fear and Loathing. Like, he had a whole kit, and he was like, "Well, this is an eighth, and those usually go for $45, $50, and this right here is a gram of cocaine." And and he's showing me all these drugs, and I'm writing notes like, "Okay,
I'm just gonna leave this on the table." And,
for you guys to take a look at and walk around. So after that,
touch it.
Yeah, smell it. Don't smell the cocaine unless you like how that smells. But circling back to my D.A.R.E officer, Officer Murray, I see you. I know you're watching, and if you're watching the show, sponsor it. Sponsor it. I know you got money.
You old ass retired cop.
You got
Garden
a pension.
Grove.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
You got a pension.
Yeah,
we're paying for it.
We'll take all of it.
Just sponsor us.
Yeah.
Do it, you fucking coward, Officer Murray. If you're watching
in Garden Grove PD,
you don't know who I am, but I know where you sleep, Officer Murray.
Oh, I know where he lives. He used to live right.
Too real.
No, he lived
right
next door. Not right next door, but right around the street from me. So I knew where he lived. I knew his son. He was a fucking twat.
Okay.
Yeah, cop's son.
A copsucker?
He was a cop. No, a cocksucker.
He's a copsucker.
He was a cocksucking cop's son.
Yikes.
And
okay.
I felt bad for him because he had like a facial. It was born with something was wrong with his face. It was like different colors, kind of like was it alopecia?
Was it
It's kind of like vitiligo.
Okay.
Yeah, alopecia is where you lose your hair or don't have hair and you have fake eyebrows.
It's like an alocasia.
Alocasia.
It's a plant.
Beautiful plant. Anywho, short story long. Officer Murray, fuck his son. So the main goal about D.A.R.E was. you know, you're going to learn about drugs, you're going to learn how to do them, you're going to learn where to get the best drugs. But also at the end, they wanted you to write an essay about what you learned and about, how it impacted you.
Okay.
So I remember I was working really hard. English was like always my strong suit in school. I sucked at math. I sucked at science. History was okay. But English, I'm like, I'm going to write the shit out of this, you know. And I got real dramatic with it. I was up all night. And so we go. It's the day. You know, we're all wearing our D.A.R.E shirts. I had a fro very similar to this one. And I was nervous, ready to do it. So we go. People are reading their essays. I finally get up. I get to do mine. And I'm like, this is my time. And I felt like I was in a fucking movie. Time was standing still. I was all dramatic and, really hamming it up. And it got all quiet. And I'm reading my lines. And then out of nowhere I hear...
He fell asleep.
And I look in the corner and see Officer fucking Murray sleeping.
An old bitch.
Sleeping like an old bitch.
Like
Yes, thank you, Shred. Like an old bitch. Sleeping like an old bitch. So at that moment, I lost all faith in the I wouldn't say the justice, but cops, especially cops that are hired and take pay to teach young kids about how not to do drugs, and the whole drug industry in general.
Sure.
Fuck them.
Okay, before I get into my D.A.R.E story, I know that some of you...
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. I actually won. I'm sorry. I won the D.A.R.E essay contest.
Who was the panel? Who voted on this?
My 6th grade teacher and Officer Murray. He somehow decided that through his sleep I won. So
all right.
We're going to leave it at that. Thank you, Officer Murray, but fuck you and sponsor us. Thank you.
I hear your son's a bitch.
Yeah, and his son's still a bitch.
So, before I get into my D.A.R.E story, some of you may have heard that the federal government raided my home earlier this week.
I haven't heard about that. What the fuck?
Well, they did. And they have associated me with a militia and what they deem a terrorist group. They're calling them the Founding Fathers, I guess.
That's about right.
You got the leader, George W. And not to be confused with, George W. Bush, but we also have Tommy J. and then Benny F. Let's call him Benny.
He's a real son of a gun.
So they found some literature in my home, including the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and I'm now going to jail. So next week, you're going to have a new co-host. It's probably going to be whoever is rejected from Freddy's role. So you're either looking at Bill Cosby or Joel Santana.
I'm hoping for Joel's.
We're hoping for Mario Lopez, but the
Yeah,
fucking
again,
guy
he-
got a job. So
Yeah.
it may be my brother Nico. So that's what we're looking at. I'm sorry, I'm going to be gone for 4 to 6 years. Just because I believe in the Constitution and freedom. So there we go. Anyway, so my D.A.R.E story. You ready for this, Freddy?
I was born fucking ready. Go for it.
Well, your name is Shreddy.
He was born
Shredrick.
Shreddy.
God, I hate him so much.
Shredrick, Moneybags, cash flow.
I hate him so much. So, in 6th grade, I had a D.A.R.E officer by the name of Officer Julian. Okay?
Was that his first name?
Yes.
What a he's a bitch. He's going by his first name.
Little douchebag. Well, my first run with Officer Julian was actually a pretty pleasant one. He showed us like the beer goggles, what it's like to be drunk.
Which is wrong, by the way.
It was terribly wrong. It was very over-exaggerated. But anyway, so I thought that me and him had a good relationship.
I remember that, the beer goggles. I put them on. I was like, this is kind of sick.
Yeah, this is dope. Like, well,
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
Oh.
Yeah. So I ran into him many moons later at the Strawberry Festival, which is a local festival in the city of Garden Grove, California.
And it sounds exactly... It is what it sounds like. It's a bunch of strawberry dishes, as well as carnival rides, Ferris wheel. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We went every fucking year.
Yeah. So the Garden Grove Police Department is like right next to the Strawberry Festival. And I ran into Officer Julian there in 2008.
I bet Officer Murray was there too.
Probably was. He's a piece
Of shit.
What a bitch.
So, anyway, I saw Officer Julian, and I thought me and him were still in good terms. So I walked up to him. I'm like, "Hey, Officer Julian, do you remember me?" And he's like, "No, I don't." "Who's your probation officer?" I'm like, "That's weird because you were my D.A.R.E officer." So to me, I thought we had a personal connection. In retrospect, he probably talked to like a shitload of kids.
You were just another fucking another brownie. Come on.
Yeah, I was another brownie to Officer Julian. So he asked me who my probation officer was. Pretty racist. I may have had a bald head and long socks. And yeah, I was on probation at the time. But I was like, not cool.
Yeah.
So I told him, and he's like, "Why don't you get out of here?" And I'm like, "Well, I just got here, and it's 9 o'clock, and I may be a minor, but I know that I'm allowed out till like 10.
Yeah, 10.
And he's like, "Why don't you get the fuck out of here?" And he got a little aggressive. And I was like, "I don't want to leave. Like, I haven't been on any rides. I wanted to get a little bit of the strawberry funnel cake.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. It's a little taste.
See what it tastes like.
He escorted me out of the strawberry festival. And I'll never forget that.
That was your D.A.R.E officer.
Yeah, that was like, at that point in my life, like I was already like, D.A.R.E's bullshit. But, as a kid, you feel like, you have a connection.
He could have turned, like, imagine.
If that interaction had gone
different.
positive.
Yeah, imagine where your life would be right now.
I'd be doing a segment where I'm like, Officer Julian was a really cool guy, and I don't hate most cops, but a lot of cops are dicks. But Officer Julian was a good one.
Yeah.
Instead, Officer Julian just became number one on my shit list.
No, that would have changed your whole trajectory.
I've got a few other cops that are pieces of shit that I can name, but Officer Julian really just lost my respect. If you're out there, if you're listening, I just want you to know that you're a piece of shit. And I don't like you or respect you.
Officer Julian, was he what was he, a white guy?
He was either Hispanic, possibly Filipino.
Filipino.
He's a sugar spaghetti eater.
Oh.
So
did he put cheese on his hot dogs?
He was actually eating a tuna pie from Jollibee.
It's like a Hot Pocket but with tuna.
Yes, it's a hot tuna pie. It's like those like the apple pies from McDonald's, but instead of apple filling, it's hot tuna.
Right. No mayo either.
No, they add a lot of mayo.
Oh.
So
50% tuna, 50% mayo.
Well, the tuna, nobody knows if it's really tuna because they got their tuna from the Subway suppliers, which is under investigation. So,
Shred, I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
I want you to make me look like the Jollibee right now. I'm the Jollibee.
Too easy, my friend.
I'm the Jollibee.
Look at you.
The Jolly.
Shout out to Dave Capiendo.
Hey, what's up, Danger Dave?
Jacob voice.
Yeah, real quick, actually, for doing shout-outs, I do want to give a shout-out to Joey Jordison of Slipknot. He was the original founding member of Slipknot. I want to say rest in peace. One of my favorite drummers of all time. If I do have a platform to speak on, I got to say rest in peace.
I also have a rest in peace. This is a rest in peace to Andrew Cuomo's political career.
Oh, you're going to have to inform me on that. I'm not really following.
So
he was smacking asses, right?
Andrew Cuomo is the current governor of New York. His brother is Chris Cuomo, I think, on CNN. Chris Cuomo is the guy that got COVID and said that he beat it by doing push-ups.
So did he actually get COVID?
No, it was like totally staged. Like they.
Oh, what?
It's a whole fucking thing. Like they caught, like he's like, I haven't seen anybody in 12 days, and like they have like footage of like him hanging out with his family. The guy's a complete liar.
Oh man!
Like he did like a video for CNN, like in his basement, just like all sweaty. He's like, I have COVID. My symptoms are this. It's very clear that it was staged. But anyway, his brother Andrew was under investigation by the Attorney General of New York, who's a hyper liberal. So it's not like this was like a friend of his, kind of. And they found that he was sexually harassing staffers, just groping them, grabbing them, doing a lot of shit that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Imagine being at that position of power where you think you can get away with that. Like,
at one point,
just CEO shit,
At one point,
right? I guess so.
At one point last year, Cuomo was so popular that the Democratic Party was considering him as their nominee for the president instead of Biden. So that just kind of gives you an idea of like his fall from grace.
Jeez.
Like he was honestly considered as like the guy that was supposed to like take over against Trump, but the guy fucked up because he can't stop groping women.
We all have our defects,
Yeah.
Can't really.
Do we?
I mean, I've lived my life and not had a groping women addiction.
I hope.
But then again, I'm not a huge politician, so maybe that's how he got there.
Tim Dillon calls him Meatball.
All right.
He's Italian.
Yeah.
His brother, Chris, the CNN guy, somebody called him Fredo, and he said that was the Italian equivalent to the N-word.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you could say
Fredo.
one word and can't say the other, one word's
Fredo
worse
is
than the other.
the brother from The Godfather 2 that betrayed Al Pacino. But it's just like, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, you're
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like Shred said, if you could say one word and you can't say the other, is it that?
Fredo was a character in a movie.
Yeah. I don't think people are, get their feelings hurt.
Anyway, the Cuomos are fucking idiots, meatballs, whatever. Just rest in peace to Andrew Cuomo's political career.
Yeah. What else we got?
Today we also have worst rap lyrics in Matt Damon.
Let's start with.
All right.
Okay, let's start with worst rap lyrics. What was the Biggie line? I would suck on her daddy's dick.
That was from the song "Me and My Bitch." Came out on Ready to Die in 1994. It was track number 10. Amazing song.
All right.
So what was the quote?
Okay. I never met a bitch like you in my life. You look so good, I'd suck on your daddy's dick. That's what you're getting at.
Yeah.
That's the line. So he is saying that she is so attractive that he would literally suck on her father's penis.
Imagine being the engineer in that session, and you're just sitting there, and Biggie's in the booth.
Yeah, you're just
and,
like,
The amount of scrunch is
Yeah.
fuck.
All right, Big, you go in there.
Yeah. Suck on his daddy's dick. Hey, hold on, man.
Hey, Big. Hey. And Big's just like, what?
Can't say that
He's all
shit.
mad.
Hey, why'd you stop the track?
He's like, nah, you
Listen,
good?
man, I don't know if you meant to say what you
I
just
said
said.
what I said. You good, Big. You good. Mr. C.
He accidentally said it, but because of his pride, he has to keep it now. You know.
Yeah, he's not going back.
What else we got on those and on that tip?
Worst rap lyrics. I'd like to touch on. I don't remember the name of the song, but this was either an NWA or an Eazy-E lyric. Mm-hmm. And Eazy-E was talking about how he was robbing a bank, and they were robbing the bank. I think this was NWA. So Eazy-E was robbing a bank, and he decides that the teller of the bank that he's robbing is starting to look real good.
Oof.
So he gets real rapey.
Put the money in the bag, but also put that booty in my hand.
Freddie, I want to ask you to look it up, but I don't know the lyrics, so it might be a little bit
I don't know
difficult.
if I should look up bank robbery rape. I don't know
Easy.
my search history.
Okay. I'll find it later. Anyway, so he robs this bank, and he decides that he wants to rape the teller. And he pulls her pants down, and she has a penis. This was in the late 80s, early 90s, and he discovers that this bank teller that he's attempting to rape is a transsexual, a trans person. And he is upset with this because it's not what he was looking for.
Kind of his fault, you know.
Hey, this is not what I signed up for when I decided to rape you, bitch.
I want to say props to this bank teller who made it as far as she did. As a trans person in the late 80s, early 90s.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Working at a bank.
At a bank, no, that's for sure.
That's a tough gig to
you
get.
have to pass. Like, yeah.
I'm assuming she was black.
You're assuming, but who knows? Who knows?
I think he said something about it.
Yeah.
I think so. I could be wrong. So this black trans person worked their way up to a position
80s.
at a bank.
Yeah.
And Eazy-E
God,
decides,
what a piece
I'm
of
gonna
shit
rape
Eazy-E
her
was.
while I'm robbing this bank.
Oh my god!
And
even though I know it wasn't real, but just to like rap about this, like imagine if someone came out with that song today.
It's fun. Dude, I listened to this like
They
as a
would get
kid.
canceled
I was
so
like,
hard.
I didn't have to cancel them. I was like, this is fucked up. Like as a kid. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
no!
this
I'm
is
talking about
terrible.
now. If you release that song now as a new artist, you'd be
you
canceled
canceled
immediately.
as
I mean, if somebody should have called him out back then.
Of
'cause,
course.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey man, but at the same time, 10 years later, Eminem's rapping his own mother, rapping the home, the home, covered the phone, the porch, the keeps on the court.
You know
What
my
was
thoughts
that?
on Eminem. Eminem is not allowed to be played in my house.
That's why I played religious.
I don't like Eminem.
Oh, the Porsche, the course, the
He
course.
sucks.
Rolling Stone cover.
Porsche, Ford, course, Harrison Ford. So Eazy-E decides to rape this woman, and he ends up killing her.
Yeah.
Because he's so upset that he almost raped a trans person.
Jesus Christ.
And that's just like in the middle of his verse.
That's the worst, probably the worst rap lyric. Other than Eminem's line, your favorite, when he's talking about Jennifer Lopez, he said, even if Jennifer Lopez was my mom, I'd fuck her and have a new brother who's also my son. I don't know. I don't remember the lyric. I wish I did, but that's a rough one too.
Eminem is just like,
I know.
Okay. Eminem is just, he sucks, man.
All right.
He's got some clever rhyme schemes, whatever. It's very gimmicky.
Course.
Yeah, I mean, Chris D'Elia, whatever the fuck his name is, before he got canceled.
He got canceled hard.
Yeah, before he was fucking.
Have you seen that show, You?
No.
You got to watch that show because he plays a comedian. He plays himself.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's into little girls, and then all of a sudden, whoa! Well, I got a lyric for you.
Okay.
Lap Dance by D.A.R.E. Pharrell. He said, and I dare a motherfucker to come in my face.
Do you think anybody took him up on that dare?
Imagine being at a concert, singing that line, this dude.
That's a long shot, man.
And I dare a motherfucker
They ran
to
up
come.
on stage.
Yeah.
He's like a really tall guy, and he just...
I was just
Or
thinking
someone who's
from
crowd surfing.
from the crowd, just fucking,
And just...
That's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, but that's a dare. What's that? It's a rough line.
Well, how about we segue into Matt Damon?
Ow. Yeah.
All right.
Smooth like butter. That segue.
Gotta churn that shit like an Amish, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Speaking of checking out.
Matt Damon. What are we talking about? What's
So
Matt
Matt
Damon?
I guess he was at a dinner table with his daughter. And
In
he
public?
I don't know.
Hopefully not at home.
I don't know.
Hopefully not at home, and we know this. Imagine. Go ahead.
So he's dropping F-bombs.
Not fuck, but. Oh, okay.
Homophobic slurs.
Gotcha.
He's like, yeah, this faggot's doing this, faggot's doing this. And his daughter's like, hey, not cool, man. Matt, Mr. Damon, you can't do that. You can't say that word. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm just joking. I'm just having a good time. And she's like, hey, man, it's 2021. Can't be saying that. And he felt so strongly about this realization that he had to, I don't know if he did a press conference or just like release like a statement.
Oh, so he told on himself. I'm like, because if they're at home, like, why do we know
he's
this?
Like, I'm not going to say that word anymore.
Oh.
He's like, I've been saying this my whole life.
He's from Boston, right? Like with Ben Affleck?
I was thinking. I was going to say he was the one that was beating Asian men.
No, that was Mark Wahlberg.
It's the same fucking person.
Yeah. Can we get a clip shred of
Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon?
Yeah, well, first, let's get those. But
side by side. It's the same guy. Same person.
But I wanted to get from Team America, I wanted to get him saying Matt Damon right here, right next to the bottom. Matt Damon. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He never saw Team America.
God.
Freddie's never seen anything.
Okay.
I'm what you call an uncultured fuck.
I did.
So.
He did watch Luca, amazing Disney movie.
Just
Really
give me one more.
Matt Damon.
Thank you.
There you go. So Matt Damon's no longer saying the F
word.
So good for him. I give Matt Damon.
That's so whack.
I'm no longer homophobic.
And I gotta let the world know. I had a conversation.
He came out as no longer homophobic.
He called his manager. We need to have a press release. His manager's like, it's 3 a.m. What do you want? Like,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I got this great idea. I know everyone's dealing with COVID and the Delta, and also people losing their jobs, and but I need to let the world know right now.
I feel like he was like, Ben is fucking J-Lo again. I need something. People need to know.
Yeah,
I
was in
exist.
Patch Adams. I think he was in Patch Adams. Or what the fuck was that movie with Robin Williams he did?
How about them apples? Good Will Hunting.
There you go. I was in Good Will Hunting fucking 30 years ago. I need something. I no longer hate gays.
Well, that's good. That's good. Props to Matt Damon. Now that you showed me that little tidbit, we've done something new for everybody that watches our show and appreciates it and wants to get down with the get down. We've opened up a phone number for you. So you can now call us. We probably won't answer, but you can leave a message. And if you leave a message that's fun enough, we'll throw it on the show, we'll listen to it, and we'll talk shit, and we'll have a good time. You could ask us about what's going on in our lives. You could throw in topics about what you want us to talk about. You could tell us to go fuck ourselves. Or find us new sponsors to sponsor the show. Samsung, if you're watching this.
I would really prefer that you don't call this phone number unless you're drunk.
Oh, please.
I want you to be as drunk as you possibly can. And I want you to just
You have
talk
to be
shit.
below the influence.
You have to be below the influence.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. So hit him with the number, because I don't know it.
The phone number that you can call into as the viewer. 949 229
Hey.
2215.
Bingo.
949-229-2215. Hit us up.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, but hit us up. We'd love to have you a part of the show and make this one big, crazy, fucking weird, dysfunctional family.
Yep. So,
But fuck you at the same time. And sponsor our show. Give us your money.
949-229-2215.
We'll also put it in the link in the description, all that shit.
Yeah, we'll do all that. If you also want to give me money, just for no reason.
Give me your Venmo tag.
Sure, I think it's 8-leg sloth.
There you go.
Just if you want to just give me money, you can do that now.
For no reason whatsoever.
I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
You can just send me money. You get nothing. I mean, I might say your name on this.
Well, for sure you're saying your name.
Not for sure, but, you know.
Well,
probably.
you send me money and I'll sing your song. I'll sing your name like I sung that phone number. Steve Johnson from Tennessee, Knoxville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What is
Fucking Chuck Liddell over here. What the fuck?
What is going on? Oh, man.
You know
What do you mean?
Aang the Avatar? He says Mang the Avatar.
I've never seen him in a mohawk before. It's like a Beetlejuice.
I was going for the Mr. T.
Or Mr. T. Mm-hmm. I pity the fool who does not sponsor our show.
Yet.
Yes.
Back to that. Always need money. That's crazy. That's wild.
I did it.
I'll choose you to that, bud.
Yep. I did it for the show.
That's dedication.
I did it for the show.
And Ron Paul.
I mostly did it for Ron Paul in celebration of his birthday, which I got the date wrong. It's August 20th. So,
oh, that's next week.
No, it's the week after that.
Well, by the time this is released, this next week.
Yeah.
He's Ron Paul Logan Paul's dad.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is Ron Paul Logan Paul's dad?
Logan Paul's... He's his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Jake Paul is his great-great-grandson, somehow.
Wait, Jake is Logan's son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little-known fact.
And Rand Paul is Logan's dad.
It's their grandfather.
Look at that.
And there's this new one coming out, Luke Paul. Don't get me started.
New one coming out?
Don't get me started. He's on his way. He's on his way. Right now, he's
coming up.
He's on YouTube reviewing Beyblades and other children's toys.
Paul?
That's the new one.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
He's coming up. Google him. And then hit us up. Call us on, what's the number?
It is 949 229 2215.
Call us on that number and tell us about Luke Paul. Google him and tell me. Call me.
Tell him.
Call me.
Freddie, if you call this number, Shreddy will have phone sex with you.
Oh, yeah. He's the only one that will answer.
Regular sex too, but
Yeah.
phone sex also.
Yeah.
He's going to be desperate because he's about to be out of a job after Bill Cosby replaces him
And
next
without the normal income, he cannot keep up with his frequent midget whores addiction.
week.
And my
He's got a
foot
addiction.
fetish.
Yeah, well,
Not the feet, but the
it's
foot.
one foot, but it's one midget foot. It's just one.
You got a midget. You got like
Smaller the better.
It's like a little stump. Okay, it's like a little spud.
Let me see
I don't even
them
want
size
toes on that
threes,
motherfucker.
You
baby.
don't want to. Okay.
What else we got?
Okay. We got the Locks and Dipset. You were a little bit more informed about that one.
Oh man. Okay, I got a lot to say about that.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, the Locks ate Dipset's lunch. They took Dipset's lunch and they were like,
Mel is
you're
not a Locks fan.
Your mom gave you PB&J with the crust cut off. We're eating that shit. Dipset was so aloof and outdated and really looked like they had no idea what they were doing on stage. When I watched it today, actually, so it's awesome that you brought it up because it's fresh in my mind. But the Locks, they killed them. I mean, they have so many hits, and even the Dipset hits.
The Lox have more hits than Dipset?
I can't name them,
No.
and I know you're going to ask.
No.
But the Dipset hits that they...
If you knew I was going to ask.
I'm not going to name any.
There's no Lox hits.
Oh, come on. Everywhere we go, people want to know.
How about,
you know
how about Hey Mom?
Oh, God.
How about Dipset Anthem?
They got great songs, but I'm telling you, the Dipset you know is not who they are now.
Dude, Cameron's addicted to crack. Joel Santana has no teeth, and he's in prison. He's auditioning for Freddie's job next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're bums.
Jim Jones is selling cell phones.
Jim
Metro
Jones
PCS
fell off
in
the
Brooklyn.
stage. There's a video of him
He's
falling
drunk.
off.
He's
Yeah,
probably
he
drunk.
fell off the stage. They were forgetting their lyrics.
Okay.
They were relying on the crowd to say their lyrics for them. Mm-hmm. They cut their songs early, and they were talking a bunch of shit. And the Lox were on point, like at least as far as and they were talking shit too, but they were using their lyrics. And there was one line in that D Block song I was just citing where he Jadakiss says niggas go to jail just to fix their teeth, and then he points at Jewel's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's cold.
Yeah, but one thing I want to take away from that show was that at the end, and I really, really did appreciate this, especially growing up in hip-hop culture and understanding how violent things can be and how rivalrous, is that a word? Rivalries can get people to butt heads. At the end, they all came in, hugged each other, and was just like, "Yo, peace. No one's dying tonight." We're
60-year-old black guys.
I appreciated it. It was a good it was solid.
I mean, what is life after hip hop? So you peak. Jim Jones must have been 30 when his career peaked. What the fuck do you do after that? Because
hopefully you invest.
Nobody wants to hear your music.
Invest your money.
Jim Jones, he invested in another record label, Bird Gang, I think it was called. Where did that get him?
Bird Gang.
He did not invest in investment.
Yeah, but he had
properties.
he had a tough off the jump. His name is Jim Jones.
He named himself that. You can choose any name you want.
Yeah, it's true.
That's his own fucking fault.
Yeah, how do you turn that dark smudge in America's history into a positive?
Mel, I want you to tell the audience your thoughts on the Jonestown massacre.
Oh God!
And I have to.
Yeah, do what you got to do. Fucking. Oh man. No. Jonestown. Okay, my favorite cult. Why? Man, huge. And what they stood for initially was actually pretty fucking awesome, right? So Jim Jones knew the audience he was catering to. He would target low income and medium income, because back in the day there was low income, medium, and high. Now it's just you're rich or you're broke. So he would target middle class Americans, black Americans, and kind of infiltrate their lives and spin things. And I'm the white guy who's gonna embrace you. And back then this was around the 60s where things weren't as cool as they were now. Anywho, he convinced them all your life savings, and these are mostly elderly people, and then some young, some mid-range, but primarily elderly. He would get all their retirement, get everything, 401ks, all that shit, and take it. We're all contributing to the church, and he convinced 1,000+ people to move overseas to a different country, different continent, and all live together. And what they were building was pretty awesome. Aside from the cult-like aspects to it. It was their vision of utopia. Everyone was building, working for each other. No one really dealt with money. It was positive. But like any cult, of course, there are the negatives. A cult is essentially bad for a reason, because you're worshiping one guy and people will do anything for him. So that's where things got sour. People wanted to leave. He kind of would have let them leave. Senator Ryan came to check up on him. Someone stabbed him.
Things happen.
Things happen. You know the story. The age-old story of the People's Temple.
I don't think Freddie does.
What happened in the end? Did they all...
So, Jim Jones used to breed monkeys. He would sell them in the Bay Area classifieds, like the Penny Saver.
You just buy a fucking monkey off of anything?
Yeah, he would breed them. He would
I was born in the wrong
this is
time.
back in the 60s, 70s,
where
those rules weren't...
I swear to God.
Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, from the documentary that I watched, his main customer base was older black women to buy monkeys from.
Oh, from?
I'm sorry, not from. He would
They'd
sell
buy 'em. Yeah, they wanted to buy monkeys.
Older black women loved having
older
monkeys as
black
pets.
women? Right.
These are like capuchin. I don't know if they're chimps. I should know this, but I don't. These are the monkeys that are the accordion, wearing like the fez.
The little white fucking belly monkey.
It's just like
That'll still bite your fucking face off.
they will
Oh,
kill
yeah.
you. They'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
But Jim Jones was a monkey breeder, and this is how he got, I guess, in touch with like the black community, because like these older black women loved him.
I mean, his dad was a pastor as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I'm quoting this documentary. Anyway, this is what I guess, from what I understood, brought him into like the African American community, and that's where he kind of started his congregation, where he was more so of a typical pastor or priest.
Preacher man?
Preacher man. He's a preacher man. And from there, he, just kept building his base and selling monkeys, and next thing you know, this guy's running a cult, having everybody drink poisoned Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's the reference, Fred,
Cyanide.
for your...
Yeah,
he,
I remember that now.
he was, when you hear don't drink the Kool-Aid, it's because of them. Senator Ryan came through, he inspected... There's already, when they're at their compound...
They shot the plane down, right?
Oh, no. He's there. Mm-hmm. Someone stabs him because all these people are giving him notes saying, "Hey, I want to leave. And he's like, "Hey, well, we could take you. And then it becomes this big old scene, and more people want to leave, and it's being chaotic. And in the chaos, someone comes up and just shivs him real quick. And he's like, "Oh!" Like,
Prison rules.
Yeah, we have to leave. So they leave. They go. They take the truck. They get back to their plane.
Okay.
Because again, this is South America, in a remote area in South America where you have to fly in and then you drive fucking 3 miles into the jungle to find this place. So they get to the plane and they're boarding the plane, and then the Jim Jones People's Temple guys, they all come with AKs and just shoot them all up.
I don't know,
They
man.
shot down a plane.
They didn't shoot down the plane. They shot the plane though.
Okay.
I feel
And
like
it
that would
couldn't
be a
fly
red
after
flag.
that.
I feel like that'd be a red flag for me if they're like, "Hey, yo, we believe in this dude. Let's go fucking to the jungles of South America." I'd be like, "Man,
I thought that. No, I agreed with it
you
at
don't-
first.
yeah,
and especially at the time of the Vietnam War, America was like really.
Hold on. When did Freddie? Can you look that up? Like when this was?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
this
the
was
60s.
like in the 80s.
No, 60s going into 70s.
Jonestown, right?"
Yeah, no, I could have sworn this was the 80s. I thought this was much more recent.
You're thinking of Heaven's Gate when they were all in the
No,
purple.
that was
no?
90s. That was early 90s. I could have sworn Jonestown was like late 80s.
I want to say 60s going into 70s.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Said 5 deaths.
All I know
1978.
is that-
78, yeah, 60s going into 70s. Damn, we should have bet on that.
All
You
I
what
know
we
is
need
that
to
I
do?
know nothing.
Yeah, we need to do a bet every episode. So we
Okay.
got to figure out a bet here soon.
I bet that you can't drink that entire bottle. And
Oh,
make
fuck
us mad.
off.
No balls, pussy.
Coward.
Fuck you
Coward.
both. Yeah.
Coward.
What else we got? Oh, we got to hit the Where Are They Now?
Where are they now?
Where are they now?
Sinbad.
David Adkins.
Is that his real name?
David Adkins is his real name.
Sinbad. What the fuck did Sinbad do? He did Kazam.
Was that him or Shaquille O'Neal?
I don't think Shaq ever did it. I think that was that whole the Mandela effect.
He didn't do a movie where he was a genie?
He was a genius. That's what I saw earlier.
Shaq was, or was it?
It was
Sinbad?
Kazam, right?
Was it Kazam or was it Shazam?
Shazam?
I thought it was Shazam. I don't fucking know.
Now we both got Mandela.
Yeah, both of us have been
Shred
Mandela. later.
I want you to put a picture of Mandela over both of our faces right here. Mandela!
You got to get a young and an old one.
Yeah, I'll be the old one.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. What other fucking Mandela? Do you know anybody else named Mandela?
Yeah, the one that's on the screen right now. That guy.
Okay.
And that guy.
All right. Well,
And that
you
guy.
know. Yeah. Okay.
What about this guy?
That guy too.
What about this one?
That's Mandela.
Okay. Freddie, I've got this Africa.
Hey, I gotta say I love this fucking show.
It's a good show. I'd watch it. I have watched it. Yeah. I got drunk last night.
I'd be
and
in
I
it,
watched,
you know?
Yeah. I got drunk and I watched episode 1, and I felt like I was hanging out with myself and Mel.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Again, no one's told us we sucked yet. Can't wait to hear it in this video, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that we suck, what are you doing with your life? If you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah, and if you think that we sucked and you've watched this far, we're like 40 minutes in.
Yeah. Okay, we're about 40 minutes in. What do you do with your life? Are you working at a Subway serving up questionable tuna? Are you working in customer service at a health care facility? Do you wipe old people's asses for a living?
Yeah.
If you think that I suck,
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah.
look in the mirror.
Yeah, look in the mirror.
Because I'm doing something.
Yeah, tell me why you suck.
I got a goddamn mohawk for this show.
Yeah.
For what reason? I don't know. I've got the same haircut for 15 years. I changed it up for the show.
I have literally never. Yeah.
I was
I was
bald
flabbergasted.
many years ago, I had no hair. And then I had the high fade. Now I got a mohawk.
Jacob
I
used
got
to get a
picture of you
haircut
somewhere.
twice a week.
Once a week. I
At
used
the
to do
longest your hair's ever been in your life. I have a picture of it somewhere, and I'll find it.
It was like a 5 or a 6. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Anyway, I've got this Aztec death whistle. I thought you guys would all really appreciate. Is this the one that you made, or is this a different one?
That's the other one. I made the white one.
I just want to go ahead and put this in the mic. I thought this would be real pleasant. Go ahead and cover your ears.
Is that what death sounds like?
This, I guess, is what the Aztecs would blow on before they massacred, killed somebody, and probably ate them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Aztecs were fucked.
They were a bunch of motherfuckers.
You guys ever watch Apocalypto?
Oh hell yeah,
Mel
I
Gibson
love that
movie?
movie. Yeah, and that was like right after the controversy with Mel Gibson. He was like, you know what? You guys are just gonna be distracted with this crazy movie I put out.
I don't know what happened with Mel Gibson, but the guy's a hell of a director. Like, he was a decent actor, but like, he's a hell of a director.
Super racist, and he hates Jewish people.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know what happened, but
Something
like,
happened.
Passion of the Christ. Like, if you looked at it, like, I'm not like religious, but if you look at that movie objectively, it's a good fucking movie.
I've never seen it.
It's a fucking good. It's really
I've never
sad.
seen it. I remember when it came out, I was like, A, it's really long, and B, it's not in English,
It's good.
and C, I'm not religious at all. I'm like, this.
My favorite movie's not in English. My favorite movie is City of God. It's all in Portuguese. It's based in the favelas in Brazil. But anyway, Apocalypto's not in English either.
Yeah, that's a good movie though.
It's a great fuck. The movie doesn't have to be in English for you to like it.
Well, there was a number of things. It wasn't just the one.
So it
was,
sounds like you are being linguistically biased.
no, because I watch movies in other languages. It was just like,
Linguist.
I didn't really care about the.
I'll have you know, I'm the father of modern linguistics. The title used to be held by Noam Chomsky, but it's held by me now,
Yeah.
as of 2011. I'm sick of Noam Chomsky. Most people have no idea who the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Noam Chomsky used to be like he was a liberal. He was like a good liberal, and now he's just like, we need to bomb the fuck out of Afghanistan. Nobody's gonna understand this super obscure reference. I don't care. I just want to say, what the fuck happened, Noam?
I don't think he's watching. But if you are, sponsor the
The
show.
guy's like 100 years
We
old.
haven't been asking for any sponsors this episode.
Yeah,
we
where the
gotta get our
fuck are the
fucking
sp-
money. Yeah.
Well, we have North Korea and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia has now donated over $7 billion to the podcast, and Kim Jong Un has been very generous as well.
I actually had a meeting with his people, and I wasn't supposed to say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Christmas, we're going to North Korea, bud.
Oh,
Isn't that a picture of Kim Jong Un right behind you there? Is
Yeah.
that who that is?
That's his
Yeah.
father.
We're going to North Korea.
Kim Jong Il.
We're gonna have our Christmas episode in North Korea.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not celebrating Christmas in North Korea, what the fuck are you doing with
what are
your
you doing?
life?
What are you
honestly?
doing? We'll be doing that. So tune in. What is it? It's August now, so we're 4
It'll
months
actually be a
from now.
live podcast, so we can actually have an audience
Well, it
come
needs
out
to be
with
reviewed
us.
by the government for.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. We have to have it reviewed.
Dennis
And-
Rodman's going to be there though.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And Charlie
Dana White.
Sheen.
Dana White.
I've been talking to Charlie Sheen's people.
Dana White, UFC.
Dana White will be there. Yes.
He will.
Who's talking to Dana White's people?
Oh, me.
Kim Jong Un.
Freddie, I told you not to talk to people without talking to me first.
Make
Your
your
people
moves,
talk to
baby.
my people about talking to Dana White's people.
Doesn't matter. He's gone next week. Does not matter. I'll be gone too though, so it doesn't fucking.
That's true.
I'll be in prison for
Yeah.
being for loving this country.
It'll be
So,
me and Afro Man hosting this show.
It's honestly just going to be Mel for some reason recording this in my house.
Someone's got to water the plants, man. You think these plants water themselves?
Yeah, these are expensive plants. You got a variegated monstera.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
That's expensive. Anyway, okay, so I think that
Yeah.
we should probably wrap things up here.
Yeah.
Because,
Anything else we haven't covered yet?
No, not now.
Well, again, thank you all who's watching. If you made it this far, 45 minutes in, I appreciate you. Also, go fuck yourself and give us your money. So, wherever that lands us.
Honestly, I'm only doing this for the money. I really need to cover my legal expenses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Freddie, can you post a link?
We also need to GoFund me.
You know, if you like freedom,
Go fuck me.
if you like freedom, and
Only
you don't,
hands.
you know, I'll be in there for at least 6 to 7 years. Going to be doing some questionable things to support myself.
Oh yeah, you're not even gonna be here for the Christmas episode.
I'm not. No, I'll be.
Damn.
You can try to zoom me.
We'll zoom you in.
I'll try to smuggle something.
Yeah. So make sure you change your haircut before you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a
Well,
ponytail.
I've got a. I'm sorry.
Get a ponytail. Easier to grab.
I think I'm. No. I think I'll probably be the one that's.
Grabbing.
Yeah, I'll be.
He's the grabber. On that note, thank you so much for watching.
God
We
bless
appreciate
God.
you.
God bless God. God bless Dave Capiendo. And go fuck yourself, America.
Below the influence.